We have completed the topic Supreme Court of India, so now we'll proceed further for another topic. Today we will be learning about the High Court of India. High Court. According to Article 214 of the Constitution, each state should have a High Court. A High Court exercises powers within the territorial jurisdiction of the state concerned. A High Court stands at the apex of the judicial system of a state. Composition of a High Court. A High Court consists of a Chief Justice and other judges as the President may, from time to time, determine. The number of judges of the state has not been fixed by the Constitution, so therefore, it varies from court to court. At present, there are 25 High Courts in India. There is a common High Court for the states of Punjab, Haryana, and Chandigarh in the state of Chandigarh. Similarly, northeast states such as Assam, Nagaland, Manipur, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram have common High Court in Guwahati. Qualification of the judges of High Court. Number 1. He or she must be citizen of India. Number 2. Must have held judicial office for 10 years in the territory of India. Number 3. Must have been an advocate for at least 10 years in one or more High Court. Appointment of the judges of High Court. Every judge is appointed by the President on consultation with CJI and Governor of the state and also the Chief Justice of the High Court. Oath. Chief Justice as well as other judges of High Court takes oath before the Governor of the state or some other person appointed by him. Tenure. Number 1. A judge holds office until he or she attains the age of 62 years. Number 2. The judge of the High Court cannot do his legal practice during his tenure but can do only after completion of his tenure in any High Court. Removal. A judge can be removed by the President from his or her office before the expiry of his or her term on the grounds of proven misbehavior or incapacity. Now let's discuss about the powers and functions of the High Court. At present, the High Court of a state enjoys following powers. Number 1. Original jurisdiction. Number 2. Appellate jurisdiction. Number 3. Powers of superintendence. Number 4. Control over subordinate court. Number 5. The writ jurisdiction of High Court. And number 6 is power of appointment. Original jurisdiction. The original jurisdiction of High Court deals with the matter related to will, marriage or divorce, company laws and contempt of law. Original jurisdiction also deals with the matters related to election of MPs and MLAs and enforcement of fundamental rights. Appellate jurisdiction. The High Court hears the appeals against the subordinate courts in both civil and criminal cases. Appeals from the decisions of the district judges and for those of subordinate judges in case of higher value are made directly to the High Court. Powers of superintendence. According to Article 227 of the Constitution, every High Court has the power of superintendence over all courts and tribunals, except those dealing with the armed forces functioning with its territorial jurisdiction. Control over subordinate court. Article 228 empowers the High Court to transfer constitutional cases from lower court to High Courts. The writ jurisdiction of High Court. According to the Article 226, every High Court shall have power to issue to any person or authority including the government orders or writs in nature of habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, certiorari, quo warranto. Power of appointment. According to Article 229, the Chief Justice of the High Court is empowered to appoint officers and servants of the court. The powers of posting and promotions and grant of leave to persons belonging to the judicial service is also vested in the High Court. This much for today. Stay safe and take care. See you in next class.